Okay, so we have here the Four of Cups, and this is like ruminating over the past, thinking about the past, trying to find a resolution, trying to find the answers, trying to, once again, like, it's a card of boredom. It's a card of like, I want love in my life. You might have a lot of offers on the table, but none of the people are really to your liking. I feel like they don't have enough to make you feel inspired or to make you feel like you want to pursue something solid with them, because I feel like many of you had a karmic relationship. And for those who are in relationships, or you have somebody that you're eyeing, they show up here as the Five of Pentacles, so they could be dealing with financial issues, or the two of you are trying to solidify a relationship together. And this is a really good card as it pertains to love, because it means, two people that are kind of like through thick and thin will be there together. And some of you are currently in a karmic relationship where you feel it on a soul level that this is a person, no matter how old I am, no matter how sick I am, they'll stick around with me. They have that resilience and that sustaining power. I don't have to worry that they're going to leave me. So we're going to ride it out. We've had our trials and tribulations. We've been through hardships, financial, emotional, physical, and we've stuck it out. So now we're going to continue on the same path, on the same journey, and we're going to do it together. We're both trying to build up wealth. We're both trying to build up resources, and we're both in it together no matter what. So you have a really beautiful energy of someone who's very, very stable in your life. You could be dealing with, I feel like an earth sign, a Taurus, a Virgo, or a Capricorn. Sun, moon, or rising. And this is a person that, they take initiative. See the guy who's pointing? They take initiative. They show you things in life that you might not have considered before. They take you places. And I feel like they're very, very inspiring with the Star card. They're very inspiring to be with. And you could be dealing with an Aquarius, someone who's very independent. They have a strong teaching vibe about them. They might be in the healing profession. They might be a teacher. They might be disseminating information to the public. They might be in some type of career where they are trying to alleviate poverty, alleviate, this poverty consciousness as well. So they're really, really inspiring to be around. They're very attractive. They're showing you a lot of things in the world. So you could be traveling with this person. You could be, doing a lot of outdoors. I'm seeing like, out in nature, and I'm seeing like, beautiful sights. Okay. So traveling, enjoying, taking in the wonders of the world. And I'm also seeing like, going to the Arctic Circle and looking at the Northern Lights. That's something that did show up here with this Star card. With the Star and the Five of Pentacles. The Five of Pentacles is very, very, very deep, like past life, karmic types of relationships. And one of the major theme here is I feel from your end, you're learning to be financially independent. You're learning to take initiative from this person. From their end, they need to learn to be patient. They need to learn to kind of like ride it out with a partner. They need to learn to kind of step up when the partner is down or out. And they need to learn, inner strength and resilience from you, whereas you're learning to be independent from them. So it's a karmic lesson, because there are many, many, many lessons that both of you are learning from one another. And also as you get through life, learning from, kind of like learning through each other so that you can become better people. There's a big element here for some of you who might be dealing with a partner who has like health issues. Who might have had a very troubled childhood. And so there is this sense of, coddling somebody, taking care of somebody, teaching somebody to restore their faith in humanity. So I feel like the relationship can feel a little bit heavy, but in your hearts of hearts that it is a karmic connection. It's binding, and that you're going to, go through the good and the bad together, because there is much, there are a lot of opportunities for growth and learning in this process. I'm getting a lot of stars here, and stars is sort of like I feel like astrologically you might have the same. So, for example, they might have they might be, you know, like a Virgo, and you might have a Virgo moon. You might be a Cancer with Virgo moon. So there's something about the stars aligning. You might be an Aquarius, or you might have an Aquarius moon, and they might be an Aquarius sun. So there's something here about um, star signs overlay where the two of you, even though you're very different from them, you're a water sign, they might be an earth sign or an air sign, but there's some commonalities that's really allowing the two of you to kind of bind with each other. We are going from the Five of Pentacles to the Six of Pentacles. Whereas the Five of Pentacles deals with like bigger lessons, the Six of Pentacles, it's also a very karmic card, which denotes that the two of you can get together with your partner and, you know, build something that is very lasting, very sustaining. The Six of Pentacles is good karma coming back home to roost. If you've been doing your due diligence, I especially feel like, you know, abundance coming your way. And it's also linked here with the Nine of Pentacles. For those who are single, you're going to be, like whatever past karmic relationship you've left behind, there's a new, enlightening, a more buoyant relationship that is also karmic. That's going to be coming into the picture. And it's something that, you know, is going to hit you very, very unexpectedly. And I feel that it's going to be breaking open for you, especially, you know, for the next like 12 months. Okay. So I feel for those who are single, don't fret. It's going to be around the corner. And I also feel like with the Six of Pentacles, the relationship is not going to feel heavy and burdensome and just, it's not going to feel difficult. It's not going to feel so hard and so just like one person doing all the work. There is going to be balance and reciprocity. And I also feel this energy about somebody who is very drawn to someone who's very exotic, who's darker skin, darker hair, darker complexion, culturally, who might be very different from you. So being drawn to the exotic, being drawn to men or women that just don't look like what you're used to. So you might be dating, you know, the same types or the same, your exes might look a certain way, but then the next person is going to be very, very different, and they're providing a new perspective in your life. I do see a lot of like cross-cultural things. The Nine of Pentacles, I usually think of it as, you know, someone who's very exotic, who's different from you. And as a result of it, there might be like interracial marriages, interracial dating, interracial like couples or people that might come from different countries. They meet, and then there's this instantaneous physical attraction. And I feel like despite the harmony in the physical connection, there will be cultural barriers that you need to get through. There will be personality clashes that, you know, can make the relationship very exciting, but they can pose problems down the line with the whole issues of independence and security. Okay. The way that your partner sees you, you show up here as the Six of Pentacles. So the Six of Pentacles pretty much it's someone who's very generous, someone who's very loving and practical with their time, someone who gives of themselves, and they want to, you know, give to the less fortunate. They want to alleviate the living conditions for people who have less. So they reach out to the unfortunate souls, and they try to make the world a better place. So I feel like, you know, your partner sees you as someone who's very, very idealistic, but at the same time, you're very generous, you're very loving, you're very good with soothing people and their ailments, and you're also very, very good at showing people how to improve their lives and how to, you know, get ahead in life. Some of you could be financial, you know, consultants. I'm seeing a lot of consultants. Some of you could also be a little bit extravagant with money, but I feel like you're getting a rein on it, you're getting a handle on it, and you're trying to build up wealth. But at the same time, I feel like you're not spending money frivolously. You are someone that gives a lot to the people that you love. Okay, so they see you as somebody who's very loving, very generous, somebody that they definitely want to, they want to be in your orbit, and they do want to kind of be around you, and they want to be like you, to be as emotionally open and as well as, generous. So for those who are single, I feel like you've got a new relationship that's going to be coming to the picture very, very soon. And for those who are couple, there is a resolution to problems, and there's also like planning, giving to your partner, planning that next step in your the evolution of your relationship. So I feel like you're dealing with someone who's very, very independent, and there are issues here with, security as well, trying to build wealth together, trying to get into a business partnership together, trying to boost up each other. Whereas in the past, you might not have seen like, okay, we're on different career tracks. How is this going to work? But now you're starting to see, maybe we can go into business together. Maybe we can, kind of balance each other out. Maybe I can be the person, the bookkeeper, and you can be the face of the product. So I see it coming together in a really karmically good way. In other areas of your life, Cancers, you've got some really, really amazing cards. So I feel almost like you've done a lot of work on yourself. You've done a lot of healing. You've done a lot of like closing doors, cutting ties. You've done a lot of this process of pooling. A lot of the times I feel like emotionally you know what you want, but like mentally you kind of talk yourself out of it. So if a job comes, you're like, oh man, that job looks really good. It's a new start. It's a salary increase. It might be in a different location, but I'm going to apply for it. And then once you get on your computer to start working on your resume, to start applying for things, you start talking yourself out of it. You start, ruminating in more of the negative thoughts. What if they don't like me? I have to go through the whole interview process. What if they never call me back? Oh, it's so far out of the state. I like my life here. I like the stability. I don't want to move again. So I feel like you talk yourself out of it before things even begin. So I see this energy about you being pulled in multiple directions, being pulled like between what your head wants and what your heart wants. And I also feel that you have been conflicted for some time as to what route to take when it comes to furthering my career, what routes to take, or which location to go if I want to go on a vacation. And as a result of it, plans don't get finalized, and then things just don't happen. So it's a lot of idle energy. There's a lot of energy, a lot of potential for change, and a lot of potential for you to move your life along in the direction that would be beneficial for you. But I feel like plans kind of unravel before they're even seeing the light of day. So it's like you have a lot of ideas, but you don't act on them. And so there are definite issues when it comes to timing. Okay, and taking initiative and then timing. This is the month where you feel very, very inspired. And I say month. I know this is a weekly reading, but I feel like there are bigger, grander plans that you want to embody, that you want to happen for yourself. So never mind, there's no longer this internal conflict. Okay, being pulled in different direction, multitasking, and then, dropping the ball and not getting things done. So this is like you harnessing your energy with a Chariot. This is the card of Cancer. Harnessing your energy, moving ahead, being decisive, taking charge of your life, and, full speed ahead. So I definitely feel you're coming into this week with a lot more drive, ambition, purpose, and perseverance. And the message that I want to relay for you, because, I pulled out these cards for your spiritual advice. Hard work opens up a world of opportunities for you. Hard work really pays off. You need a mixture of perseverance, hard work, but also decisiveness. And as soon as you kind of tell yourself, and solidify your intentions, I want to do this. I want to go to school. I want to, go to pursue that job elsewhere, out the country. You're going to be matched by the universe with these opportunities. The world indicates travel, movement, higher learning, philosophies as well, changing your life in a very, very thorough, complete type of a way. So there is kind of like a fire that's lit under you. We have here the Ace of Wands, the spark of new inspiration, new energies, new projects, new houses, new location. It's like sparking off your drive and your ambition, and it's making you feel very optimistic about life. And I feel like the catalyst that allows you to do this might be a new love relationship that's blossoming. It might be somebody that you really like and they're really inspiring you to be a lot more active, to be a lot more decisive, to be, to get things rolling for yourself because you have a lot of potential. So at the center of the spread, the energy of the Fool is about new beginnings. It's a new lease on life, taking a chance, taking a leap of faith, taking a new direction. Taking a new direction. Don't be bogged down with these, financial worries and all of these negative self-talk where you have ideas, but they never get off the ground because you tell yourself that, oh, my time is not here, or I'm going to do these things first before I tackle that thing. And then you kind of like make mountains out of molehills, and then you start to see all of these tasks as a lot more difficult than they need to be. So I see you making your dreams a reality, and I see you taking the steps, being decisive, taking the steps to get yourself to your end goal, to your destination. Okay. There's a lot of travel and movement happening in this spread, dealing with foreigners, making plans to, get together as well. And I also feel like, dealing with people who might be from different time zones, who might be overseas, and making travel arrangements for them, or making travel arrangements to see them, or, talking about opportunities for a big reunion of some type. Okay. So this is a really good energy for you. I'm glad things are moving, and I'm glad that, you're decisive and moving forward because, last year, I know it was a very, very difficult year for many of you, but you've gone through it, and, whatever happened last year, you're stronger as a result. And if you can survive last year, the rest of this year at least, is going to be a big breeze, okay? So keep this energy flowing. Don't lose the steam and don't lose the momentum, okay? I'll talk to you guys soon, Cancers. Take care.